Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is an S-51 Tier 7 Soviet SPG. It's located on the south spawn of Serene Coast and it's under the command of Tedster. Now, the S-51, otherwise known as the Unicorn, and in this version it's got the 152mm B4 howitzer, which is actually quite powerful, but it's also very good at putting out regular rounds on the enemy. 20.2 seconds between each round, and that's fast for a 152mm at this tier. Now it's a tier 8 game, so he's bottom tier. Well, yes, he is bottom tier, and he's just moving off to his firing position because it's a bit slow. It's based on a KV-1S, so you'd expect it to be a bit slow. It's a heavy tank in disguise. Not a very strong heavy tank as well, because the KV-1S wasn't particularly heavy. It was much lighter than the KV-1 to make it move faster. Okay, Tedster's looking down the west side of the map. That's not normally where I'd aim. I normally aim for the bushes up near the top, but everyone's got their own technique as to where to actually initially aim. And I think in this case he's actually chosen the right spot, because by aiming down there he's much quicker to get on target with this Scorpion G or the Leo. He's lining up on the Scorpion G, who's moving. Oh, they're coming together. Oh, we hit the Leo. 345. That's gotta hurt. Now, the alpha of these shells is 700. 700 hit points. It's quite a lot. Penetration 38mm and a burst radius of 7.6. He's loaded, ready to go. Going after the Wizzy 111 FT. Fires a round in. Splashes him for 131. But he was rammed by the Comet, who's very low on hit points, and he's probably going to expire now. He's lucky because he survived a couple of shots from those guys, but in the end it's the Scorpion G who gets the kill. We're lining up on that Wizzy again. Rounds out. Right into his side. 256. Good shot. He just changed his position just slightly, and that will help him avoid a counter battery. Got an SU-122 44. He's just killed one of our teammates, but if we can line up a shot on him. Rounds out. Here we go. Yes! On the money. Takes the kill. So he's got the second kill for his team. It's not he hasn't got both kills, he's only got one, but it's just the second kill that his team has made. Now there's still that Scorpion G somewhere down that end. He's just trying a quick blind shot on that bush. Now the good thing about the S-51 rather than the M12, which is also a Tier 7 American, is that you get more ammunition with the S-51 than you do with the M12. The M12 only carries 20 rounds of ammunition. This one carries 30, which means you can keep firing more often and do more damage to the enemy, and that means you move up the table on training much quicker and on getting your marks as well. Now he's trying to see that Wizzy 111 FT, fires a blind shot in, but unfortunately because he moved just at the last moment, the shell hit the rock face instead. He's aiming down the peninsula, and we've got an IS-2 shielded. That's that new premium that Wargaming brought out as a gift. If you could do the marathon. Fires at the King Tiger captured, which is another new premium that Wargaming brought out to try and flog Twitch Prime. IKV-90B. I think he could take that guy out with one shot. He's almost loaded. The guy's just backing up, so it's obviously telling us where he's going. He's just lining him up. That's it. Oh, fired a bit premature, but it didn't matter because he's still got the kill. That's his second. He's doing a good job of relocating after each shot as well. And we've got 3 tanks together here now, so this is when I normally would load the premium, because the premium rounds actually have a much bigger splash radius. Yeah, it's 8.6 meters, and he gets his first hit on a Tiger P for 314. Yes, you get 1 meter extra blast radius, and that can make a big difference when it comes to actually earning credits. Okay, further up the battlefield, he's got a Scorpion G in a hull down position, so he's not going to abandon that position easily, but if he can put a round into him... Yes! Nice hit! 384. That's going to make the Scorpion think twice about rocking backwards and forwards on the same spot. Now, there's still one tank down on the enemy. And the enemy seems to be pushing us into the south area. Wizzy 131 goes into the dip. Might be able to get him as he comes out that corner. Lines up a shot, rounds out. That looks like it would have landed near him. Over on the other side of the battlefield, we've got a Tiger, King Tiger captured, and he's now able to move forward because all our defenders on that corner of the peninsula have been killed, but we've got a couple of tank destroyers which are holding up their progress. There's nothing to the north that he can shoot at the moment because nobody's in sight. He's got a red line which indicates that the rock is in the way. That IS-2's pulled behind the building, but he's going to pull back out again to take a shot. Line him up. Ready? Rounds out. It was close enough. He didn't get any measure of the amount of damage he did, but I think he would have done some damage. It's just that he went unspotted just at the moment that the shell landed, and so we didn't see any damage. King Tiger captured. He can't hit because that rock is in the way. You see you're getting a red line. That means there's something interfering with the line of shot or fall of shots. Okay, so he's decided to go counter battery now, and to do that it's better to go to the overhead view. What you're going to be looking for is tracers, and another trick that you might want to try is if you press the V key whilst you're in the overhead mode, you can actually then see the tracers much clearly because it removes all the visual elements except for the battlefield and of course the tracer. But he's gone back to shooting at that Wizzy 131. If he goes back to counter battery, I'll show you that technique. All you have to do to restore all the elements is just press the V key again. Okay, so he's in overhead mode. Just press the V key and this happens. And then when you're looking for the tracer, it's a lot easier to see them. Going for the Type 59, or Hype 59 as many people call it. Rounds out. Some splash. Now he did knock that tree down, but he's moved away from the trees just in case the enemy Arty decides to fire at it. We're still holding them back on the peninsula. And that Scorpion G's come into sight. So we're just dialing in. Oh, he got a direct hit on the Scorpion. The shell disappeared without an explosion, so we know we touched him. And there he is. Or no, that's a different one. Sorry, it's not the same one. That one's a much closer one. He's indicating the target with his T key. He's about to shoot. Oh, fires in anyway. Unfortunately, the Scorpion moved closer enough to actually avoid the shell. But we'll be ready momentarily. And Scorpions have got very, very thin armor. So if you can hit them, you will do a lot of damage. Going for another shot, rounds out. And he got him! A kill shot! He must have penetrated the armor and wiped him out altogether. Oh, we'll have to see what that looks like in the scores at the end of the game. I'm sure that's going to be a big hit, a big roll. He's gone back to counter battery. Now we'll press that B key again and see if we can spot where the enemy Arty are. Look for the end of the tracer or the start of the tracer. If the enemy fires and they're in the frame at the moment, you will see the tracer appear. You have to just visually scan the area. Use your peripheral vision. Much easier to do from above than it is from battle assistant. Okay, he's decided to go back because there's a Wizzy 131 nearby. He fires in. He did get some stun off the Wizzy 131 and he's killed, so he picks up some stun assists. Okay, he's gone back to overhead mode. He's now trying to do it in battle assistant. It's a lot more difficult with this because it's trying to work out precisely where the enemy Arty is. I'm not so sure the Arty's in that area, but... Oh, there's one of them. It's been spotted now. Dialing in. He's ready. Rounds out straight away. Lands nearby. And there's the other one. He was slightly to the west of the position he was looking at when he was in the overhead. He's staying with this particular Arty. And he's moved. That's why he didn't get any damage. Rounds out. This time should do some damage. And he gets the kill. So there's only one more Arty to kill. The GW. Tier 7 German. He's almost loaded. Only a few seconds to go. It'd be rather nice if he could get a counter battery off this. Oh, and unfortunately he's denied by the charioteer who takes the kill. And the last enemy is the IS-2. He's dialing in. And the kill goes to our fellow Arty teammate, the M40, M43. So the game is over. But 4 kills is very good work for Tedster. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. It's an ace tanker for Tedster in the S-51. And he said, yes, he carried in this one. Well, he did do a lot of damage. And you can see that because he not only got a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits, he got 21. A fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills, he did get 4. He got a Gore's medal for doing more damage than 8 times the hit points for his own vehicle. A Confederate for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on his team. And finally, he got the High Caliber. He did the most damage in that game overall. He really did carry the team. He did most damage of all. Let's have a look at the that Scorpion. He actually hit 2 Scorpions, but only one of them actually he killed. That's the one that was at the very back of the map, and he did 758 hit points of damage. But this is the one he got the blind kill on, and you can see he got 385 hit points of damage, and of course claimed the kill on that tank destroyer. So let's have a look at team score. Highest damage, 3,302 hit points. The next high scorer was, nearly 1,000 below. It's the Super Hellcat with 2,093 and the IS-2 with 2,008. And those are the only 2 players who managed to get over 2,000 hit points. He was the only other one who managed to get over 3,000 hit points. When it came to kills, yes, he still got the tops with 4 kills. There's a whole bunch of tanks with 2 kills apiece, including the M40, M43, Charioteer, Super Hellcat, and the Scorpion on his own team, and the Scorpion on the enemy team, the King Tiger, and that Su-122-44 that he took out. When it came to base XP, yeah, he's got the top with that one as well. He's got the top in all 3 columns. 1,296 for Tedster, 1,132 for the Super Hellcat, and the next high scorer was the IS-2 Shielded with 647. He fired 21 rounds, got 8 direct hits, 1 penetration and 20 splash. Damage of 3,302 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters. Damaged 11 of the enemy, killed 4, and that's why he got the Confederate. 994 hit points of stun assist off 16 stuns. On a premium count, he earned 39,387 credits from the game, got 17,724 from battle payments, so his grand total was 76,805, and after ammunition resupply and consumables, he still took away a profit of 33,285 credits. He received 1,296 XP, and there's something missing from what replays. Yeah, we do forgive them because they don't give all the information Salty's site does. But yeah, he actually ended up with 1,944 experience points altogether. So a nice little haul, and he did carry the team and he got some great hits. And you might note that he fired 21 rounds. If he'd been in an M12, he would have run out of ammunition before he fired that last shot. But just goes to show that the S-51, you do get more ammunition, probably because it's Soviet, and of course that gives you more fun during the battle. So if you enjoyed this replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel, please. We've got another replay coming up with Tedster very shortly, so stick around and you'll see that one. Thanks for watching.